Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to everybody. I'm going to look for some ones to see if you can hear me or not. There's some ones right there. Alrighty. We'll scroll back up here to the top of my chat. Yesterday, I didn't cough at all. Today, I'm coughing my head off. Okay. I think I'm good. I'll try not to cough on y'all. I'll try to mute. I'm going to try. So, I called Doug. He's at work. I called Doug and I'm like, cough, cough, coughity, cough, cough. I'm like, please give me a bag of Hall's cough drops. He's like, okay. He said, are you going to make it? I'm like, I don't know. I think so. He's like, go have a hot toddy. So I did. And it helped. But talking just kind of makes it worse. And so I know I'm going to be coughing. So first things first, let's say good morning. Good morning. This is kind of hot for me. I like sipping temperature, not burn my mouth off temperature, and that is hot. And I even already put a little water in it. So I'm going to let it sit there for a little bit. But good morning, good morning. Risa is here. Lily T is here. Lily says everything there is covered in a sheet of ice. Ooh, ice is not good. Inspired to Wander is here. Good morning. Pumpkin, all cozy in bed this morning. KT Spirit is here. Good morning. Mobang For Your Box is here. Good morning. KT Spirit says super cold here too, especially for South Alabama. There are places in the 30s and 20s that I don't think are supposed to get that temperature in the South. Yeah. We are right now sitting at 10 degrees where I am in northern Missouri. And it says it's a feel like temperature of -1. I'm celebrating these temperatures today because we've been wind chill -30 and -25 and -22. So a -1 wind chill is an improvement. Thankfully, knock on wood, usually here in my neck of the woods, we only have like a week of weather like that. And then the rest of the time, we might get in the teens, but the rest of the time, January and February will be not seeing single digits and definitely not 30 below zero wind chills. Dang. So today it's going to be warmer. Our high today is 29. Our high tomorrow is 28. Now that's not taking into effect any wind chill factors or anything like that. And then boom, we're back down to the teens and -9 for the lows at night for a couple of days. And then we're going to have a week of 40-degree weather next week. And it's supposed to rain all week long. But that's better than more snow. We currently have 7 inches here. First time round, we got 6 inches. Then we got another inch later. And it just, nothing is melting right now. I mean, minus 22 degrees, there is no melting going on. Not at all. We've had sunshine one day here. And one day we were just taunted horribly because across the street we could see sunshine on the ground and in the trees and on their houses. But on our side of the street, nothing. Nothing. It was not fun to know the sun was that close to our yard and our house. And nope, nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, sorry if you wiggle. I leaned on my table. I'll try not to do that. There's Desert Adventures in Arizona. Good morning. Everybody's saying good mornings. There's my ones. Oh, Mobank's got used to Illinois time zones, and now he's back in California. So my 8 o'clock morning show for California and Oregon friends, and some of you others in other states, it's a 6 a.m. morning show or a 7 a.m. morning show. So some of you are getting up early to have coffee with me, right? I appreciate it. I do. Mm. Lily asks, did you take your asthma meds? I did. I did. But I have not taken my Mucinex. I have to eat with my Mucinex or it kind of bothers me. But it's like a pill this big. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but it is a huge pill. Huge. There's a lot of it there. The astute tourist is here. Good morning. Good morning. Um, Nancy says, Tim, I'm an early bird, so it is not a problem. Well, for you early birds, the astute tourist is live early in the mornings. I catch him when I can. I plan to catch him tomorrow. I usually get in there on Thursdays and Friday mornings when I can. When I can, meaning if I'm awake. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Desert Adventures in Arizona. Bragging here. We're going to be buried in sunshine and only 72 degrees here today. Enjoy that sunshine. And you almost threw it far enough to get to me, but it only made it to the other side of my street. So you throw me some today, just throw it a little harder because it almost got here. Mm. I'll keep an eye out and see how your aim is today. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Moping says, "Well, I DoorDash till 3 a.m., so a 3 hour nap." Ah, wow, DoorDash until 3 a.m. That's right, Nancy. Well, that explains it. Absolutely. Oh, Lily got new glasses. Woohoo! I can see. She says, "I know what it's like to celebrate that." That is nice. Not to brag, but I can wear shorts and a t-shirt all week. Lily says, Tim, hush. Desert Adventure says, we'll brag together, Tim. Nancy says, Tim and Steve, lucky dogs. That's right. Daily Dose of the Bible. Good morning, Kenny. Thanks for being here. Lily says they're going to get rain this afternoon. I'm usually not happy about rain, but I am right now. That's right. It's all in the context of what the weather is, right? Thank you for sharing us out. Appreciate that. Nancy says it's the rainy time of year here in Napa. Our rainy time of year here is pretty much in spring. So May, April, and even into June. And we are prone to flooding here because we are not like right in our yard, but we're close to the river. So the river, it didn't flood. I think, did we even have the floodgates in last year? I think maybe just once, which is unusual for living on the river. Um, we usually have the floodgates in several times during spring, especially. And once in a while in the summer, you get those storms moving through that are like the big storms and or a weather event where it's going to have a lot of rain for like a week. And sometimes those get the floodgates caused to be put in as well. Mubbing says, oh, coffee. The dilemma of staying in bed or get up to grab one. You better grab one. Speaking of which, cheers. See if it's cooled off any. Mmm. All right, I can take a sip and smile. Although, did you see that little bit of a face there? It's still too warm for me. Doug claims I like my coffee cold. I don't, but I guess to him it's cold because he just pours his and drinks it. Um, so he likes his coffee steaming hot. Um, but it's not even lukewarm. I less like it not to burn my mouth. Yes, I'm using two hands for my coffee cup. This wrist, I'm right handed, and my lupus settled for the last month and a half in the right side of my body. So I haven't been able to I've had to learn to do some things left handed because I just couldn't do them right handed while I was in that much pain. And I'm not just in pain every second now, but when I lift or even just making a fist, I can feel that down in here. So that's still swollen there, but it's getting better. But if I'm lifting something, I just also hold the weight at the bottom, and then I can pour. So I'm a two-handed coffee pot pourer. I'm a two-handed teapot pourer, and I'm a two-handed coffee cup holder, drinker, whatever that is. Ah, oh, I'm trying. I almost leaned on the table. Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm just leaning on my belly. Well, not really leaning on my belly, but I just got it against my body. It works. It works. Let's see. Um, Everybody's trying to stay warm. It is 7 and feels like 7 in North Carolina, where Kenny is. Debbie F is here. Good morning. Can't remember if I said hello to you or not. Tim says he's going to soak up some Arizona sun before heading back to Illinois. QQQ, what does the family grow on the farm? Okay, mom and dad live at the farm, and dad has farmed soybeans and corn and wheat. And he's also harvested for other people. And he does rakes and bales hay. He has a round baler. And so they do that on their property as well as for other people. And then he has raises some cattle, and then he has the fallow deer. When I'm doing deer videos, and y'all are like, "How'd you get so close to those deer?" Well, they're raised there at the farm, so they're used to. I mean, you can't just walk out and pet them. And I'm never in the pasture with them when I'm by myself. I am always accompanied because even livestock can get a burn their bonnet and be friendly one minute, not the next, right? And those big boys have some antlers. Oh my goodness. Um, so I don't take risks, but when Doug is with me, I'll go out there, and it's just amazing. When we were dating, we would living in town. You just don't see sky because of the sky's polluted with um, lights from parking lots. And even though, I mean, there's not any near me, but it doesn't matter. The lights from town um, cloud our view of the stars and such. So a lot of times we'd end in the evening stargazing or moon gazing, and we would actually take a blanket and go out into the deer pasture and spread that blanket out. And we were never afraid. Um, And while we laid there, the deer would come up and they would like surround our blanket. And the first time it kind of made me a little nervous. I was like, "It's okay, just chill." So, and you can actually hear them like eating grass. You can hear them, and they'd snort at us, sniff us, and that was fun. That's a fun memory. Now, would I do it now? I don't know because I'm not out there in the deer pen as often as I used to be, and I don't know. I do not know. No, um, when we had our campfire, the wild deer came up pretty close to see what was going on, and we couldn't see them because it was total dark. But we could hear them walk up. We could hear them like hitting their horns on the fence, and we could hear them snorting. And so they kind of investigated us, and then they jumped the fence. We know we could hear them, and there was a dirt road over here, and they jumped the fence, and oh, they just snort, and then you could hear them cross the road, and hear them jump the fence, and then they'd snort some more, and then off they went. Oh, thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Steaming hot coffee. That's how Mobang takes his coffee. Let's see. I'm scrolling. There's Van Life with Gina, listening while staying in bed, covered up and kind of lurking. It is cold there too, so you stay good and warm. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Nope, February, Mobang. February in Illinois will not be warm weather yet. March may not be warm weather yet. March varies. It can be nice and it can be not nice. Um, Being in an Irish band, we play a lot of music for St. Patrick's Day, and I have played music on St. Patrick's Day when I thought I was going to freeze to death. Um, Outside playing music. I didn't. I didn't freeze to death, thank goodness. But I sure felt like it. Sure felt like I was going to freeze to death. Yes, Miss Gina, I laid in a field with a supermodel. There's Jeffrey. Hello. Warmed up enough, I decided to go out. Well, I have not gone anywhere. All right. Well, today is show and tell, and I know it wasn't publicized a whole lot. We just decided to on Monday to go ahead and do it, and I had no ideas for. I'm still recovering, and it's just my brain's not functioning on full scale right now because I'm just in recovery mode and trying not to cough my head off, and I don't consider myself sick now, but this is just one of those things that the cough hangs on. You just got to get over the cough, and everyone is saying there's three things going around. Of course, COVID's going around again. The stomach flu is going around, and then the respiratory flu, virus, whatever, is going around again. And that's what I had. That's what Doug had. That's what I had. But it was really weird because he never had a fever with his. I was in bed with a fever for 5 dang days. And then it came back on the 6th day and went away. And then it came back again, like on the 9th day for 24 hours. It came back again. And then it was gone. And it's been gone ever since. But we were just talking yesterday about how different our symptoms were. They weren't the same. But with my lupus, um, even a common cold, I'm very prone to pneumonia. So even a common cold can really have complications for me. And so everything affects me differently. And it usually takes me twice as long to get over something than it does a regular person. Yeah, I'm a regular person too, but a healthier person. Yeah. Um, Debbie says March is my favorite time to cruise to somewhere warm. I sail on St. Patrick's Day this year. That is awesome. One of my friends is going to Ireland on St. Patrick's Day. So on St. Patrick's Day, they will actually be in Ireland on a trip. And I'm so excited for them. So excited. Um, Lily says, we've had it snow in June here. I've not had snow in June, but I think we have in May. Not often, but occasionally. Steve says we were in Bend, Oregon once and had a dusting of snow in August 1st. Dang. Going on a cruise for 12 days. You go, Debbie. Mobank says when my wife had COVID, I never felt like I had it. Maybe my immune system fought it off overnight. I rarely ever catch the flu. Well, that is good. That is good. Me, I catch everything anybody's got. That's my blessing. Oh, I need some more. Now this is hot tea, but it's not my hot toddy. I already had my hot toddy. This is just plain tea, and then I have a thermos of coffee. So my plan is, when I get this tea down, then I'm going to switch down there, and I'm going to fill it back up with coffee. Oh yeah, when you see a snow stick that is twice as tall as me, Crater Lake gets a good amount of snow. Jeffrey says I'm starting to plan my year's travels and activities. You did a lot of stuff in 2023. All right. Well, I am looking forward to sunrises and sunsets. We're going to continue those in 2024. Um, then I got a couple of other things on my mind that I'd like to be doing. One of those things I'm going to get back to. It's going to be part of my show and tell today. Um, and yeah, there's a lot of things that I was going to do that my head injury put a just kibosh on. And, I still have days when I just can't focus or I'm extra forgetful. And my short term memory is still affected and my vision is still affected. There's that cat. He wants out of the bedroom. He can't. Not when I'm at my desk, my laptop and my electronics are semi protected at least. Here I'm on like the folding table, eating tray table, and all he'd have to do is like jump and the whole thing's going to go down. So he can't be in here till I get back over to my desk, and I'm almost done. I'm not going to make it today because I've got some other things I got to do. But by the weekend, I plan to be back over there at my desk. It's right over there. There's the the things the cats jump on. Now that's something else that's going to change. Is cat. I've turned my desk where my back is going to be to this. So I already know what's going to happen because it's happened before, and it's part of the reason I turned my desk the other way in the first place. Is the cats will jump from there. I can't point. There it is. From there to the back of my chair or to my shoulder. Now, my cats are not declawed. I have dogs in the house, and I never considered that a fair deal to declaw my cats when I have dogs in the house. So, um, anyway, so we're going to fix that. Doug's going to build me a little frame. We're going to put chicken wire on it, and he's going to screw it to this wall right here and to the wall over there. He's also going to do the same thing for me for here. And he's going to attach it to this. And it's going to be all the way up to the ceiling. Now this side over here, it tapers down into a wedge. You can't see. Like a wedge. It's narrow at one end and tall at the other. This side will just be tall all the way across. Because I'm going to put a stop to the jumping up there because I don't want them jumping on my head. I don't want them jumping on my back. I've already had my mouth ripped in half once by a cat jumping on me in my sleep. I don't want to be sitting there have the back of my head ripped open because a cat jumped on my head. Mind you, they're just trying to hang on. But yeah, so we're going to put a stop to that. They're going to have a little bit of culture shock for a little while. They're going to be unhappy. They're going to express their unhappiness. So I'm preparing for that adjustment while they're angry. And yeah, I don't like to declaw my cats. I do trim their nails with the clippers though, the little hook part. I just trim them. I handle their feet all the time when I pet them so that they don't consider it anything out of the ordinary. Although once they see the clippers, I usually have Doug hold them and pet them, and I do their nails. If they're just in my lap and I'm trying to do their nails and not petting them at the same time, and hey guys, only got 2 hands, then they won't sit still for me. And I've never clipped too much. And I'm afraid that might happen if they're sitting there and we're wiggling and playing tug of war. So Doug helps with that just by holding them and petting them. And that helps. Because my cats think they can fly. That's the only explanation I have for it. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Let's see. I'm scrolling. There's a card junkie. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being here. All right. Well, let's do a little bit of show and tell. Oh boy, I'm getting hives right there. Try not to scratch. Well, Bang, I try to remember. You told me to scratch up. I try to remember to do that now when I have hives. It's just a lupus thing. You can see it's getting really red right there. I can feel them forming before you can even see them. There it is. Lily said, I used to have to hold my cats and clip their nails, and they hated it. Yeah. That's why I handle their feet all the time. I really massage them and get in between their toes with my fingers like this. Like a massage, pushing so that because when you're trimming their toenails, you got to push that claw out, or at least I do. I just squeeze right here and the claw extends out. And I just clip that little hook right there. And because the hook's the part that hurts. And, oh, I hear it, buddy. He's like, what? You're trimming nails? He does not like his trimmed at all. So Doug holds him and feeds him peanut butter while I do his nails. That's how we get him done. Okay, well, it is show and tell. So let me get over there. I'm not going to be able to see my chat while I'm over there. Oh, wait, let's watch a mean video. Wait a minute, hold on. We're not ready yet. Let's watch a mean video. And then we'll go right over there and get busy. We are ready for 29. Here we go. I always enjoy the moon videos. Uh, let's see here. I'm going to scroll a little bit here because I think I saw somebody came in. There they are. Um, She Devil Adventures is here. Good morning. Working and lurking. Thanks for being here. Oh, yeah. Jackson Galaxy. He's awesome. Dramamine works while my wife trims my toenails. She said it works for her. Oh, card junkie. Everybody saying good morning. All right. So the first part of my show and tell is right there. We got our lava lamps out. Now, I don't know if you remember, but if you were watching us then or not, when we first started doing our lives, we had those set up on the table behind us, and we would let those run. And Mellow Nomadic Adventures inspired us to do that because he always had a lava lamp on and was playing his ukulele with that lava lamp sitting there beside him. And so fun to watch. I love lava lamps. And our son, when Tom moved, so that's my pink one. That's Doug's blue one. And my son left his for us to have, and it is also blue. So we'll have 3 lava lights set up soon. Soon. And I don't know if you remember the backgrounds I used for a while. I had the barn background and I had a moon background. And we just weren't set up to leave stuff like that or green screen set up because of the cats. And it is a cat zoo here, and they have the run of the roost. And they know it. And so I couldn't leave anything like that up. And it got to be just too much work for me to set it up and take it down myself. And like in the mornings, Doug isn't here to help me with that. So I just kind of quit using them at all. But my new setup will allow me to put those back into the equation when I want them in there and have those backgrounds and get to add some new ones. So I'm excited about that. Excuse me. All right, let me check this one more time. Okay. Looks good there. Looks good on my phone. That's a band message. Look at that later. Okay. So let's get over here for some show and tell. I got to change places here. And there we go. And here we go. So the first thing that we have is, if someone will drop a link for Inspired to Wander, for Nancy at Inspired to Wander. She is going to be first up, and I'm trying not to cough, sorry. Now, she was telling us Monday she was going to do some jelly plate printing, and I didn't even know what that was. So, get back over here. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to show these, and I'm going to read the email at the same time. So here we go. She says, these pictures were taken at the beginning of my online jelly plate printing on fabric class last week. So supplies included acrylic paint, a brayer, the gel plate, some fabric squares, and various items that would leave an imprint, like leaves, stamps, stencils, and objects that would leave marks on the gel plate after the paint was applied. Since this was an experimental project for me, I made a bunch to see what I liked and didn't like. And then I made a composition out of some of them, and it looks like the start of a wall hanging. And there will be more to come as this project evolves and as I use up the other printed fabric squares for other projects. This is a new technique for me, And this was my first attempt at doing it. So here we go. And here's the squares. And look at all those different impressions that she made on the jelly plate or on the paint. Is it a paint? Tell us about it in the chat, if you will. Um, oh, Lily, you're welcome. I texted Lily just to check in. And I'm glad. I'm glad that made your day better. Okay, I'm going to get back over here. And so here are some more. Putting them together. That is awesome. That looks like something fun to do. And there's the supplies and things to use to make impressions with. And then here's one of the squares. I see a kitty cat and leaf impressions. And there's the box of different leaves and things. And then there's some of the impressions. Just like those right there. How cool is that? That is really, really cool. Yeah, everybody's liking that. So Nancy says paint is applied to the gel plate and then the marks are made and then the fabric is applied and viola. There it is. Well, that looks amazing. That looks like something I would like to do. Oh, I'm glad to hear Pippi is healing nicely. I bet you're having to watch her closely. She is a wiggle worm and a go, go, go puppy. It'd be hard to keep her calm and relaxed. I think that's true of any puppy. They like to go, go, go. All right, let me get back over here. And here I am. Thank you, Nancy. That was really interesting. That was very, very interesting. And it looks like, I'm going to look at these again. It looks like you did all kinds of different things there. And I really like, and it, look at the way the different colors contrast with the impressions as well, right? Interesting. And I see somewhere you mixed some colors together. Nice. I think that's really cool. Yeah, that's really neat. Really neat. And it looks like it would have been fun too. All right. I got notifications coming in, but it's band stuff. I don't see. Just keeping an eye there. All right. Buddy boo, what are you doing? Do you need over here? There's no food. Hold on. You need over here? Want me to hold you? Share a chair. There's some office chairs over there. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get you. Let me get you. Come here. There he is. I'll just hold him a while. There's Buddy. There's Bud. He's in my show and tell. All right. And then I have some show and tells to share of mine. So I've been sick and looking forward to getting back into my supplements. And so this was my before and after. Before I got sick, I was working on that. I have about 10 more pounds to go, and then I'm going to be where I want to be. And so I'm going to start working on that some more. You know, those pictures are so embarrassing, but they're good to have because a lot of times I didn't feel a difference, but boy, I can see a difference. I can see a difference. Now I can feel a difference in my posture, so I can feel a difference. But so I'm gonna get working back on that again. And Doug and I had the opportunity last month to perform at a private party, and so I've got some pictures of that. I'm gonna get me out of the way. So there we are. I was playing original music on my fiddle and my Irish whistle. I also played a little bit of banjo, and that was fun. Kind of had a little jam session with the drummers, and that was a lot of fun on my banjo. And I also sing most of my original songs, but nowhere near all of them. But had a lot of fun with that too. And I really like this stage. I like the way that is set up there. And then if you remember, on one of our lives, I had this light turned on, and I showed you the light we got for the band gig. And here we are with the light on. Now we ended up turning it off, but we played probably the first half of our set um, with it on, and then of course we turned it off. So there's the difference with it off and with it on, and it was just something fun to do and something different. Um, Doing something different once in a while can just shake things up a little bit, and just make it a little different. You all right, bud? Can you lay down? It's like, nope. No, I can't lay down. He is so funny. So he sits in my old office chair. That's his chair. He has a pillow and his blankets. And usually he's happy to sit there. But one of his pillows is in the floor over by the piano. And so he would get out of his office chair and go to the pillow by the piano. Then he'd whine, and I'd put him back in his chair. He can't get in his chair by himself. When he hops, he only hops like this high. It's so cute to see. So he can't get up there by himself. So then I'd put him back in his chair with his pillow and blanket. And then here in a few minutes, down he goes, and he goes over to the one by the piano. He couldn't decide which pillow he wanted, but he finally got settled down. So there he is, all snuggled up in his office chair. And that blue is his pillow, and then there's his blanket. I keep that jacket on the back. The cats had obviously jumped off of there and scooted around, but I keep that jacket on there so they don't. Cats will need things, and I don't want them kneading on the back of that chair and tearing it up. Because we do sit in it sometimes too. But yeah. So over the weekend, I had a 4-hour business meeting online, and I couldn't hold Buddy and get done what I needed to. I needed to be able to move and get to things and such. So Buddy was on his own. So here's how he spent my work meeting for 4 hours. So he has two pillows. You see there, two pillows. One of those is a beanbag pillow, so it's really really soft. And then he has a couple of blankets there, and he had his little hoodie on, and he pretty much slept the whole time. Now I did have to get up and kind of let him get a drink of water and stuff. Of course, he needed to go potty. But other than that, he stayed pretty contained, and that was good. That was a good thing. Um, and then the only other thing I've been up to is playing with the Irish band um, at the pub. So I do have some pictures to share of that. So there's 8 of us. So we're playing and and given me a better, I don't know how long I've been muted, um, given me a better, having that little bit extra weight. We're going to need a recap. Okay, so that was when I came back. So we were talking about Buddy and his little bitty jumps, his little bitty jumps. Um, and lip reading time. But anyway, so I've got 10 more pounds to lose, and that's got a little bit of cushion there. Um, because when I get down with my lupus, and I'm also very prone to pneumonia, and I can get pneumonia just from somebody that has a cold and I catch it. Um, so that if I get sick or I with pneumonia or I get down with my lupus, and what I had said about that is lupus can be a real bear. And when it wakes up, it can really get you down. And so when I'm really sick with my lupus, sometimes I end up in the hospital with my lupus. Um, Not so much anymore. The last 8 to 9 years have been really good for me since I found supplements that work for me. And huge difference. But anyway, so if I do get down, I don't lose down to nothing and then have to rebuild. It also allows me, by not losing all the way down to nothing, if I'm going through a flare or sick, that I can recover quicker. And it really does make a difference. It really, really does. Sorry, I was muted. I couldn't see the chat. Um, okay, and that's the recap. That's the recap. Um, let's see. Somebody came in. Where'd they go? Sata is here. Hello. Thanks for being here. Now, I don't know if I said that right, but welcome. Welcome. Oh, Debbie says we had a toy poodle that was tiny and didn't have anyone to show her how to run, and she watched the squirrels, and so she hopped all the time. There's Land Cloud and Finches. Hello. I am doing great. I am doing great. Ready for some warm temperatures. This is cold here right now, for sure. Okay, so now that I'm not muted, let's go over here, and I have one more thing here, and it's just kind of a reminder. And this is one of the things I have purchased before my head injury. I had got started with this, and I have one video. Maybe I'll show it. I don't know if I can. I'll have to see. But anyway, the plant music. I bought a plant music device, and I was working with that, and then I had my head injury and everything stopped. Um, but so I have the music of the plants, plant wave, uh, that you hook up to your plant. And oh, I know what I can do. I can share my screen. I can do that here in a minute. And from the impulses, it creates music. Yeah, so what that is, this part right here is an app on my phone, and it has a piece of equipment that you plug the electrodes into, or the alligator clips, or what I prefer to use, the alligator clips, and then you Bluetooth that to your phone app, and then I Bluetooth my external speaker to my phone so I can hear it better. And I have one video that has that in it. And let me see if I can grab it real quick. Shut some of these off. I don't need all those windows open. And give me just a second and I'll play a little bit of it for you. And what it is, it's the North River, which you've seen before, but I put my plant music with it that I recorded from that plant that you just saw. So let's see. I'm getting there. Those are not coming up. Why, when you're in a hurry, do things take a long time? All right, here we go. And I'll see if I can share this screen. So that's the only video I've made so far where I used, recorded my plant music, made a sound file, and then I added that sound file to one of my videos for the music. So I'll be doing more of that this year, um, probably in February. I'll play with that a lot. And maybe this summer I'll get to do some of the outside plants and some trees and some of the bushes and the flowers outside and see what everybody has to say. What kind of sounds are they going to make? What kind of rhythms do they have? Um, do they sound different in the shade than they do when they're in the sunshine? Things like that. Just play around and have fun with it. And I didn't get to do that like I wanted to. Thank you, Nancy. She says, I love the plant music attached to your video. Um, so, looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. I also, I don't know if, when I got that head injury and all of a sudden, I have been like the biggest multitasker I know. I always had like 4 to 5 projects going on at the same time, and I could switch from that one to this one, that one to this one, while I monitored that one to make sure it was doing okay. And I lost that ability. So what happened was I would sit down to edit. I'd put something in the editor and work on it for a little while, and then my brain and my eyes would get tired because remember my vision, I couldn't see. And I'd had 5 pair of glasses that I had to have with me at all times, all different powers. And when my eyes started getting tired, I'd have to keep changing my glasses to different powers so I could see. So I would save my work and close it out. And then the next day, instead of opening up the project I was working on, I'd start a new one. And I'd work on that till I got tired. And then I'd save it and close it. And guess what? The next day, I would start a new project. So when I cleaned out my editor, there were like 200 projects that had been started in that crazy thing. So I saved them all to my external drive in a folder called editing stuff. So yesterday I pulled out a project out of there and I've been working on it, and I almost have it finished. So So that's exciting. That's exciting. Thank you, Nancy. I love that plant music. It fascinates me, and it is so relaxing. It is so relaxing. And I'm going to use it, of course, on my meditation and relaxation channel. I'm going to use some of it um, here on this channel, but I'm also going to use it when I'm leading my stretching group. I'm going to use some of that music there. I think it would fit perfectly. And I don't know, I feel that music. And I think that would be very beneficial when we're stretching. So I'm going to try it. I'm just going to play around with it, learn the ins and outs. Okay, well, my alarm went off. My alarm went off, so it's a little bit after 9, so I need to get off of here. I haven't even done my shout outs. Let's do those real quick. Hawkins Family Adventures. And are you going live after me? If you already said so, I didn't see it. TGIF, Mobang for Your Bucks, Van Life Rocks, Van Life with Gina, Land Cloud Adventures, Roy and Becky's Travels, Ava's Meditations. I don't even have anything scheduled over there for today, but I'll get on that here in a minute. Ramblin' Rocketeer. If you want to see some fun shorts, get over there and check them out. Be sure to check out Pippi on Lily T's channel. There's lots of shorts there with Pippi. RV Weekends. I love watching his videos. They make me smile. And Half Cheetah Will View. Our friend Patrick over there. He does interviews and movie reviews, and he does some fun things over there. And shout out to all of you. All of you. And we're going to get back to doing, if you remember, we started a season of gratitude in 2023 or 2022. I don't even know. Right before my head injury, we got 2 done, and that was Van Life with Gina and Van Life Rocks. And we had Patrick at Have Cheetah Will View was scheduled to be the next one when, pow, down I went. And I've been out ever since as far as abilities and concentration and energies and things like that. And so 2024, I'm feeling good enough to get back to that because we had no intentions of stopping. It just happened. So we'll get back to that. So we'll be inviting people up. Now I know Friday nights, everybody knows Friday nights is music night. And we don't want to change that. But what we'll do is we'll just change it up a little bit and have at least a half hour of music in the first half hour to 20 minutes to half hour. Um, share it with some friends and just show our gratitude for all of you. And y'all mean a lot to us. And yep, see you Monday, Inspired to Wander. Thanks for being here. And, you all have helped me through COVID when it hit. You've helped me through my bad lupus times. You've helped me through when I had COVID. And oh my gosh, this last bit with this head injury, I don't know what I would have done without y'all. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done without my lives that I do, because that is all I did. I didn't have very many videos out. I didn't have anything else. Well, I had 200 things in my editor that I started, but none that went out. And, but y'all helped me keep it together just by being here and getting to talk to you in the chat and have coffee or hot tea, whatever I was having, and have a purpose for getting up in the morning and something to look forward to. So I thank you for that. I thank you so much for that. And because I say I don't know what I would have done, but I do. I would have hit depression so much worse than I did. I have struggled every day. with depression horribly since that accident happened. And y'all kept me from the bottom of that. You did. So when I remind everybody to always try to see it, the positive in the day, and if you have nothing positive, think of something, a memory that can make you smile, have a reason to smile. Um, that's why I say it, because there's days that's what I have to do, right? And Buddy's wiggling all around. Hi, Fairy Dust. Um, so, y'all are awesome and amazing. And don't ever forget that. And if you are struggling, just remember we can do those hard things when we have to, and we can get through to the other side. And it might not be easy and it might not be fun, but we can do it. So never give up. Never give up. All right, we're going to get off of here. And I don't know if everyone I shouted out, if they're going to be live or have premieres today. I don't know. If not, just get a video. I know I haven't seen all of everybody's videos yet, so sometimes I'll surprise you in the comments by commenting on one of your older videos, right? Because I'll like scroll way down, and wherever it lands, I look to see if there's something I haven't seen yet, and go from there. So now Doug has had, I think, 3 videos in a row. But like I said, 200 things in your editor that you started and didn't finish. And a lot of them are his videos because he's been videoing this whole time. He's been videoing this whole time. And he's been very patient. And so I'm going to be doing a lot of editing for him. And so be ready for that. Be ready for that. And we love y'all. And we'll see you around in the chats later today. Love y'all. Thanks for being here.